Now, many of you might not know that the Cabinet Secretary of Public Service, Justin Muturi, in less than a week to come, he will be walking out of the government or out of the cabinet of President William Ruto. Now, I have intelligence report that has reached my desk on why Justin Muturi is walking or is being kicked out of the cabinet docket that he holds and who is going to take up that role. And apart from that, Justin Muturi, as of today being on 12th of today being on 12th of March 2025, the DP party, which is the Democratic Party, formerly associated with Cabinet Secretary Muturi, as of today exited the Kenya Kwanza alliance. Now, the Democratic Party of Kenya, founded by the late Mwai Kibaki, has moved to sever its ties with the Kenya Kwanza alliance. The party, as in writing and in keeping with the terms of the coalition agreement, given 30 days notice of its exit. Now, the Registrar of Political Parties, Nderitu, has confirmed receipt of a copy of the notification, which would make DP the first party to exit the coalition since its inception in 2022. Now, the party, founded by Kenyan's third president, Mwai Kibaki, in 1991, and which, in the run-up to the last general election, fronted Public Service Cabinet Secretary Justin Muturi as its presidential candidate, stated in a letter dated March 7th that its continued stay within the Kenya Kwanza fold was no longer tenable. The letter was signed just a day before the United Democratic Alliance (UDA) entered into a memorandum of understanding with the Orange Democratic Movement (ODM) party. Now, the notification received by the Office of the Registrar of Political Parties on Wednesday is signed by Party Secretary General Jacob Haji and Chairman Esau Kioni. Haji told Citizen TV that Kenya Kwanza no longer espouses DP's ideas and that the coalition agreement entered into on April 12, 2022, simply provides for 30 days notice in writing for termination. While Muturi officially resigned as DP's party leader in October 2022 to take up the role of the Attorney General, his relationship with President William Ruto, with whom he entered into a coalition agreement in April 2022, has been strained. Earlier this year, Muturi condemned abductions, including that of his son, carried out by state agents by the establishment. National Assembly Majority Leader Kimani Ichung'wah, in an interview with Al Jazeera, said Muturi is on his way out. But DP's stay in Kenya Kwanza has been tumultuous right from the start, with a section of the party's officials accusing Muturi of betrayal by entering into the coalition agreement. Now, the latter successfully sought relief from the political party's dispute tribunal, challenging Muturi's standing in the party and therefore the legitimacy of the coalition agreement. Muturi's path to the Kenya Kwanza alliance and a share of a appointive position in the government was later made clear by the High Court, which adjudged that the complaint challenging the legitimacy of the coalition agreement was made out of time. Now, when we speak about what is happening and Muturi's current position and why Muturi is exiting the Kenya Kwanza at this crucial moment, remember today Muturi is having an interview with Citizen TV. He is giving a state address of the nation. And this, I said, this is the official announcement of Muturi's exit from the government as the Cabinet Secretary of Public Service. Now, here is the intelligence report that I have. Now, I have received intel that the Right Honorable Raila Molodinga is assuming the role of the Prime Cabinet Secretary. And apart from him taking up the role of the Prime Cabinet Secretary, Raila Amolo Odinga will be given a Cabinet Secretary slot as the Public Service Cabinet Secretary, and he will be the overseer of the government functions. Because, I mean, This was the role that was supposed to be held by Muturi. And now that Muturi is exiting, Raila Amolo Odinga deserves a role in this government, and he has to have a very crucial role and a very key strategic role in the government of William Ruto. And according to what I'm hearing, Raila Amolo Odinga is going to take up the mantle of being the overseer of the functionalities of the government agencies. He is going to control how the government functions. He is going to control how the mandates of the government are implemented. He is going to control a lot of things in this country. Now, because the cabinet slot, the office of the prime cabinet secretary is held by one Musalia Mudavadi is going to be relegated to the office of the cabinet secretary of foreign affairs. That is the office that Mudavadi is going to hold. And I tell you, you have all seen a certain publication that purported that now the said ANC, the Amani National Congress Party, which dissolved itself and was absorbed or swallowed within the UDA party lately, is currently seeking a way of removing itself from from UDA again and making itself a party. Now, Mudavadi became the biggest fool in the politics of the Republic of Kenya, because you can't believe William Ruto the way you believe your son or the way you believe your father. You can't do that. And Mudavadi made that mistake. And I tell you, the intel that I am receiving, Mudavadi is walking out. His role is being taken by Raila Amolo Odinga, and Raila Amolo Odinga will be handed another advantage as the cabinet secretary of public service. And now Justin Muturi, walking out of his role as the cabinet secretary of public service, Muturi is going to join Rigathi Gachagua. You have all heard that Gachagua is in the way of creating a party. There is no new party that Gachagua is going to create. As we have all been told, Gachagua is preparing to buy out the DP party, the Democratic Party, which is a party that was formed by the late president, the third president of the Republic of Kenya, Mwai Kibaki, in the year 1991, and which ran for the first time for the presidency in the year 1992, after the multi-party was declared in the country. Now, what should we expect? Gachagua will take up the DP party. Together with Muturi, they will recreate this party. They will popularize this party. Now, the coalition that is to be born is a coalition of the DP party, the the People's Liberation Party, which is the PLP, the Karua's party. The other party is the Bas party, which is led by Kaito Moronge. There is the PNU party led by Peter Munya. There is the Wiper Party, which is led by Kalonzo Musyoka, the Safina Party led by Jimmy Wanjigi, and other parties. The parties are coming in, the DAP Party, the DAPK Party, which is led by Eugene Wamalwa. Other parties are being led into this coalition. Now, I tell you, there is a strong function that is being born. But Raila Amolo Odinga is taking up mantles right now. It's about time that Raila Amolo Odinga now works direct with the government of President William Ruto. Now, on 23rd of this month is when the title of Raila Amolo Odinga will be sealed as the Prime Cabinet Secretary and the overseer as the Cabinet Secretary of Public Service. Raila Amolo Odinga, wale ambao wanasema eti Raila will not be the Prime Minister of this Republic, now you might be dreaming, but the truth be told, Raila Amolo Odinga is assuming that role. And I always tell you, you people disregard my statements. Niliwaambia na nitaishi kuambia. I had the intel wakati Raila Amolo Odinga entered into the coalition with William Ruto. I had the intel that Karua had changed his party to PLP about 2 months ago, and I told you that nyinyi mkani assume. So I am not a prophet. I'm just a messenger. So take it or leave it. Raila Amolo Odinga is assuming the role of the Prime Cabinet Secretary, and Justin Muturi is being kicked out, and his cabinet slot also will be given to Raila Amolo Odinga. And there is a certain story also I have heard that for Raila Amolo Odinga to be fully accommodated with this government, the government is currently coming up with a policy of constructing the residence of the Prime Cabinet Secretary. And those residence will be constructed for Raila Amolo Odinga. Tunasikizana. So Raila Amolo Odinga will have his residence the way the deputy president has his residence, the way the president stays in his residence at the State House. Raila Amolo Odinga will have that also. Maoni ni kwako. Yes, hivyo ndivyo serikali inaenda kuendeshwa. Nyayo kwa sasa, subscribe.